Good morning. Welcome to week number 3. So, I'm just going to give you a brief overview of what we are going to be looking at for this week. We're going to be looking at chapters 4 and chapter 5. Chapter 4 is dealing with corporate responsibility. Now, you will see it referenced throughout the chapter as CSR, corporate social responsibility. And that is basically talking about how they are using their assets, their people, their employees, stakeholders to better the environment, the quality of life for their stakeholders or different things like that. And so it's also going to be referred to as corporate citizenship or corporate conscious. Um, when I think about this, I think about the movie, if you ever get a chance to watch it, Erin Brockovich. She was not a very well educated woman at the time. So I think since then she has gone in and gotten some of her degrees, but she knew there was something wrong. She thought, wherever the company is, there seems to be some water issues. So if you ever get a chance, watch that movie, and then you are going to understand what corporate responsibility is. It's also going to be looking at some of the things that what's the driving force behind corporate responsibility. And most of the time, in my opinion, not documented, but this is my opinion, it's either their brand being uh, taken for rides and different things. They're being protested against. That's the word I was looking for, because they're not doing something correct. So it could very well be that. So the whole thing that organization, especially corporations, they want to avoid any negative publicity. So that drives their corporate responsibility. So you want to look at that chapter. Then we are moving on to chapter number 5, and it's corporate governance. And that is how the board, usually when we're talking about corporations, they have a board of directors. And how is that board of directors making sure that that organization, that corporation is abiding by the law? They're not illegally dumping waste. They're not illegally dumping this or that. So that is what corporate governance is. It is making sure that the corporation is abiding by the laws set forth either in our country or another country. If it's in our country, it should apply to every organization, not just US based organizations. My opinion only. So you want to look at that. And then it talks a little bit about um, there's the saying comply or explain. Why are you as a corporation not complying with this law? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? So if you don't comply, then you go before usually a governmental agency, EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, or another government agency, and you have to explain why you are not complying with that law. So these are two chapters in it they're a little difficult to understand, but you can get the gist of what's going on. All right. So our chapter, and I hope I haven't changed them. I change them. I'll find something else I like, and I go in there and I change it. Always go what's posted in Canvas, not especially what's on your the schedule, because if I'm reviewing something through the week and I see something, oh, I really think this is going to apply for this week for this class, I'll go in there and change it. And I may forget to send an email saying the case study or the discussion board has changed. So just always go what's posted in Canvas. But what I've got this week is the Wells Fargo scandal. Um, it was. interesting. And I am very surprised that Wells Fargo, the bank, Wells Fargo, actually survived this scandal, but they did. So we'll be talking about that for our discussion board. And then case through for the it's corporate social responsibility. And I did change that one, and I don't quite remember it. I thought it was Coca-Cola, but I may have changed it because I found one I thought would be more interesting, more relevant for you guys. So have a great week. Make sure that you email me your topics if you did not join us last night for the team meeting. I talked about how to get ready to do your final research paper. And the first thing you have to do is you have to pick your topic, and there is a web page that, and this is brand new. It's a new web page I found. So you're not going to be able to ask anybody that's had this class, oh, did you do that topic so I can maybe use your paper? Nope, won't happen because these are brand new topics I found and very interesting topics. So you have to pick your topic, one topic per person. So make sure you jump in there and get the one that you want to do. And then how to do it in APA format. So if you did not join us, then make sure that you watch the video. So start working on that. Pick your topic. Email me immediately so I know who has to do which one wants to do which topic. Have a great week, and let me know if you have any questions.